Welcome to the Midwest Degenerates. I'm Alex. He's Caleb. Back at you with another episode. Tonight, kind of just got some picks for you guys as always, but mostly just a recap episode of covering had a lot go on over the weekend. UFC, hockey, pretty big weekend. Starting off, Caleb, how did you do on UFC?
I didn't do all that well. You know me with my big slips. Uh, I had one that was like one leg away from hitting. I know I'm going to have to scroll for an hour on here to get down to it. But
I,
fuck.
I know I had a few of those myself. Was it
I
Neil
want
that fucked them?
I wanted to say it was Phil Rowe.
Oh yeah, Ro. I'm trying to even remember what fucking how his fight went. He just fucking made
Uh
it to the finish line. He just kind of coasted.
yeah, it went to decision. He didn't do anything. He was on defense all night.
Yeah, fucking. I remember he was our big upset we took. We hit on a few upsets on the card. I do remember that. Let me go and check my settled bets. I'll be able to tell our viewers here.
Yeah, I
Um,
won. I had a $2 win on a $1 bet that I put on Sean Strickland to win.
yeah, if Jeff Neal would have won, I would have had a bunch of bets hit that night. Um,
Yeah, I just needed Jeff Neal. I even had I threw a boxing slip in with it, and even that hit.
yeah, I
I
did
had
too.
yeah,
The Ryan Garcia, him money line with most punch landed, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I had Jeff Neal and Anthony Hernandez blow one of my slips. Dan Ige did it to me as well on a couple of them.
Yeah, he blew a few of mine. Chidi Nujikani. I want to talk about this one for a moment. That was a fucking robbery if I've ever seen a robbery in my life. This man was out damaging. Strikes were dead even the entire fight. Yet somehow, I don't even know how to describe that fight, dude. Carlos was just like peppering him with nothing the entire fight. And then Chidi would just be like, dude, I'm tired of you peppering me with fucking nothing. And he'd swing an overhand right, damn near take his fucking head off. I don't know how the judges scored it for Liao. I really don't. Really fucked a lot of my slips, and I mean, not happy about that. But at the same time, that was a crazy fucking robbery if I've seen one.
Yeah, and then even though we took him, uh, I do feel like Puna Hene really stole that fight. I think me personally, if I was judging it, I would went the other way with it. Cause
If
he wasn't impressive to me.
if I'm being honest, that was probably the only fight on the card that I missed. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I remember I was doing like some chores around the house or some shit while that fight was going on. Um, Another one I want to cover from our for our UFC recap. We did get the biggest upset on the card correct. Well, second biggest upset. Um, Biggest one would have been Juliana Miller, but outside of the first round, she looked like dog shit. But Jordan
Yeah.
Miller or Jordan Levitt over there, man, he fucking plus 320 dog pulling it off. We called that shit. We put our viewers in a good spot with that one.
Yeah, I don't forgive me, viewers. It was a long weekend. I'll have to go back and re-listen to the last episode. But I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was just solely the name
It
as to
was it
why
was
I picked
Monkey
him to
King.
win.
It was Monkey King. That was the sole reason. You saw the word Monkey King and it hit that Chinese basketball itch.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's it because of the Nanjing Monkey Kings.
Forget that we have an actual team named the Monkey Kings in China Ball. Oh, dude. If I'm gonna get my orangutans anywhere, it's gonna be the fucking Chinese basketball league.
Yeah.
Last thing I really want, or I mean, we kind of got. I mean, we got more. I mean, that's kind of all I got for UFC. Really, Strickland was a good upset. We didn't. I don't think we really predicted that one, but I know I put a
Yeah, I
few
know.
shits on him.
Yeah, once they were starting to run the promos for the fight, like during like the undercard and everything, I was like, shit, this dude, he can kill somebody if he really wants to.
Keyword if
And
he
so
wants to.
yeah, so I decided to put some money on him. I'm not too mad about that. I mean, I should have put more on it, in retrospect. But dude looked like he just rolled out of a dumpster behind fucking Dick's Sporting Goods and just fucking went to war with him.
It was definitely an impressive performance from Strickland. I was genuinely surprised. I believe his last fight. Let me look. Uh, oh yeah, okay. He, for a bit of a career history here, Strickland was on he had the longest win streak in the middleweight division. Earned him a 3 week notice title shot against Israel Adesanya UFC 293 in 2023. You'll get a kick out of this. Israel Adesanya is into bestiality. So our boy Sean Strickland at the pre-fight press conference just digs and digs and fucking digs on the bestiality shit to the point to where this motherfucker Israel Adesanya was crying. Goes into the fight, knocks him down in the first round, damn near KOs him. Same sort of. It was almost identical to how it was against Hernandez, except he didn't get the finish. And then he just dog walks him for the last 4 rounds, including like barking at him in the last round. It was fucking beautiful. But since that, he lost his title defense that he had. Won a boring decision against Paulo Costa where they both really didn't do anything. Got another title shot, lost the title shot in a fight that a lot of people said he looked like shit in, and took a year off. When was that? Yeah, his last fight was before this one. His last fight was February 8th, 2025. So when he fought, it had been over a year off. So I definitely feel like that definitely just really helped him out. And he's already back on his shit. Like he wants the title shot against Hamzat Chimaev, and Hamzat Chimaev is from Chechnya. It's a Caucasus Mountain, like republic in Russia. And oh, I, I'm not gonna say much at all of what Strickland has been saying, just because I don't want my mic cut by the government. But all I'm gonna say is that Strickland has been going very, very heavy on this guy's love of goats.
Yeah, Strickland's one of those guys you never know what he's gonna say, and he also talks like he's a caffeinated auctioneer. Like, I
Here's the
mean,
thing,
you,
guys. Here's the thing, you guys. Sorry, I was doing a Strickland bit.
yeah, no, you're good, but he you never know what he's gonna say. It's either gonna be something like completely geopolitical, like, oh, I'm calling out that Chechen whore, or it could be something like, I don't drink tap water because the tap water's turning the frogs in Minnesota gay.
Oh no, he is an Alex Jones sort of figure. That like his post fight presser, wherever he said, "I'm an American citizen. I won't leave this fucking country ever again. I was born on this soil. I'm gonna die on this soil." Cause that shit had me cracking up. He's he def strongest case I have for he hasn't even faced any bad knockouts really in his career. Like he's had like one against Alex Pereira, who's about to be the fucking heavyweight champ. But outside of that, he hasn't really had any bad knockouts. But I think this motherfucker managed to find a way to get CTE fast in the UFC.
Yeah, I feel like we need like a 30 for 30 on the fast track to CTE. Like we need Antonio Brown. We need fucking Strickland. Who else do we need?
Tito Ortiz is another good one. He's a retired UFC guy. He's a good one to throw in there. I'd go ahead and I'd throw
Jameis Winston. We gotta throw
Warren
Jameis Winston in there.
Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp openly claims that he has early stage CTE. I feel like both of those would be good additions to the CTE all CTE team.
Who else could we add to the all CTE team?
I'm trying to think. Mike Webster. Tasing yourself in the leg because you don't want to fall asleep because of the CTE. Pretty legendary stuff right there.
I have a feeling, just based off of what he's done, New Jack has to have some sort of CTE.
100%.
Like
Jesse Ventura. All CTE
Jesse
team right
Ventura.
there. He's the leader. He's the captain of the team right there.
Yeah.
You see he's
Who
trying to make a
else?
presidential push?
I will vote for that man.
How can you not? Shit, who else is a good fucking pick? Who is that guy for
Colin
the Patriot?
Kaepernick.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
Who is that guy that played for the Patriots who drove the wrong way on a freeway going like 120 miles per hour, crashed into someone head on, and died in a fire explosion? I think it was the Pats.
Rashee Rice.
No, he's dead. No, Rashee Rice still alive. I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling up the ones who are diagnosed with CTE. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking find this. Chris Henry had CTE. Damn. How are we forgetting fucking Hernandez?
Well, we're going off the guys that are alive, aren't we? If they're on the all CTE team.
Uh, I mean, the only issue is it's hard to tell because they're still alive. Usually, they're the way that literally the way you figure out if someone had CTE is they die.
Jeff Gladney. That's who you're thinking of.
No, this was like way back. I think this may have even been like this may have been before I was born, or like right around like time I was like 2004, 2003. Alive guys, hear me out. Hear me out. Sleeper pick on you. DeHarvey Weinstein.
Yeah, DeHarvey Weinstein's a good one. I feel like Von Miller.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about Von Miller
Yeah.
just screams CTE.
Chandler Jones.
Ed Reed.
Bro, how did we forget about Chandler Jones?
I feel like with as many concussions as he's had, fucking
Chris
Justin
Olave.
Fields. Yeah, Chris Olave.
Ray Lewis, right? Had to have.
He had to have. I mean, why else would he kill a guy in 2002?
He was at Bible study. He had the Lord running through him. That's why.
Well, where's his white suit at?
True. He's probably wearing a black suit. Shit. I'm trying to think outside the NFL a little bit. Dude, so many of those. Nate Diaz from the UFC. That guy, man. He forgot how to he's still with us. He just smokes a lot of weed to deal with the CT. But I think that man, you want to see a decline of someone's cognitive ability. This motherfucker he's almost fully lost the ability to speak. Like you go and watch him like 15, 20 years ago. He's like, yeah, man, we doing this shit, man. We getting it. You catch him today, and it's fucking, yeah, man, yeah, 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 yeah. You can't fucking tell what he's saying. That guy's definitely got some serious CTE going on.
I think we're missing two names that are like clearly obvious. Well, three names that are clearly obvious that we're like completely ignoring.
What you got?
Mike Tyson,
Oh, yep, yep, yep. Tyson's got CTE.
Conor McGregor.
I think he made yes, but also could definitely like it could very well just be cocaine.
True. And third is probably a reach. But you can't tell me with the shit that he did. Fucking the Perk King, Kurt Angle.
He's
You
got
can't tell me
CTE.
he did. Yeah, you can't tell me he doesn't have CTE.
Ric Flair's another one.
Yeah.
I'm convinced after what like I've watched interviews of him post retirement, and then also just what you told me earlier about how he cut a promo saying that he's still young enough to wrestle by punching himself in the face until he bled. That motherfucker's definitely got CTE. His brain is definitely not working right.
Oh yeah. I mean, did you see his quote unquote last match footage from like a year and a half ago in Nashville?
Wait, he wrestled last year?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it was like a whole fucking pay-per-view that you had to pay like $80 to watch, with which damn near nobody fucking paid for, unless you were just a boomer that grew up watching Ric Flair in the fucking 80s.
I don't even think you bought. I don't even think they
Then
bought it.
yeah, I don't even think so, but he was wrestling so hard out there, and not only did he cause himself to bleed as he always does because he's fucking Ric Flair, it's what he does. Um, but he faked a heart attack. But at the same time in that match, he was overdoing it so bad,
Did he
he
almost
had
had
an
one?
actual heart attack.
He
He had
actually,
one.
motherfucker faked a heart attack and had a real heart attack. Holy shit!
Yeah, like they during his fake heart attack, the one that he faked, they even brought a fucking stretcher out to the ring for him and everything. Like they made those fucking people there think he was going to fucking die.
That may be the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard. Holy shit, dude. Uh, throw fucking Ryback in there. We were talking
Yeah.
about him earlier. He's definitely got CTE going on too.
Yeah, but I feel like most of his might just come from anabolic steroids.
Like roid rage more than anything.
Yeah.
I could see it. Um,
Just the
how
way he talks, I have a feeling Matt Riddle has CTE.
I was about to say Matt Riddle as well. And also the shit that he says. Like, motherfucker. Dude, let me put it this way. John Jones, right? Convicted, fucking, been to prison for beating his wife, beating his kids, fucking threatening his wife, like, threatening to murder his wife, fucking doing cocaine, hit and running on a pregnant woman while on cocaine, beating the cops. Convicted of all of that. And Matt Riddle was like, oh no, man, he's cool. He's one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever went against, man. He was so good. Oh, it's really awesome to see him doing good in the UFC. But then ask him about fucking John Cena or Dana White, and he just acts like they're the worst person to ever walk the face of the earth. And Dana White isn't that good, but John Cena, man, anyone who trash talks John Cena, I don't buy it for a second.
I will say though, it is kind of weird that AJ Styles and Stephanie McMahon are getting put into the WWE Hall of Fame before John Cena is.
Triple H in charge. I
Yeah.
get. I feel like Stephanie is definitely because of Triple H, and then AJ Styles. I don't know what the reasoning is there. Probably just being like the ultimate company man, while Triple H was like getting running and shit. That's my best guess. I feel like what they're gonna end up doing with Cena, and I have a feeling that like if like you said Vince is actually back in creative, he may have actually put a veto to fucking Cena going in the hall. Um, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait a few years, you know, like they're gonna wait like a couple years until Cena has like a big movie part, whether it be like the next release of like his fucking Peacemaker movies or show or whatever it may be related to Cena. They're gonna wait until he has some big release associated with him, and then they're gonna capitalize off of him being hot off the movie and induct him into the hall.
I think they're going to wait. If they don't do it either this year or next year, they're going to wait till he realizes just how much he misses the industry and goes to come back to work for WWE. I think that's how they're going to get him in the hall. Is if he goes back and works for him either as part of creative or like some sort of talent director or talent scout. I think that's the only way they're going to get him in the hall. I think they're going to use that against him as like some sort of blackmail to get him to
Like
come back.
hold him, like force him to stay out of the hall unless he agrees to come back for him.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is though, is like I've had this opinion for the long time. It's like let me put it this way: Batista did the same thing Cena is doing. I still think Batista needs to come back. Whereas Cena, I think that whenever Cena retired, I was like, good for you, man. Fucking good for you. You had a long, illustrious career. You fucking changed the landscape of kids across the nation. Like, everyone, like, fucking hustle, loyalty, respect is like a fucking thing known everywhere because of John Cena. The amount of make a wishes he fucking did. Like, his legacy is set. John Cena, and also John Cena never really was a part timer up until like here recently at the very end of his career. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
from the start up until I'd say about like 2017, 2018, if John Cena wasn't facing some major injury that was keeping him out, he was fucking going every day, in and out, in and out, in and out. Even house shows, he was going in and out. Yeah, I just feel
Yeah,
like
and
because of that, he's safe, you know?
he's one of those wrestlers, like he's our generation of Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean?
A 1,000%.
Like I got to see him as I was a kid, you got to see him as you were a kid. He's that guy where I'm going to go ahead and say like at least three generations of wrestling fans grew up watching John Cena.
Well, dude, I can even tell you, man. Like my fucking my stepson, my oldest stepson. Whenever Cena had his retirement match, like he hadn't. I don't think he had ever watched WWE before. But I told him it was John Cena's last match. He was fucking sat. Like he was watching that shit. And it's hard to get that kid to watch anything really. That is like he isn't a watcher. He doesn't like watching shit that's really long. He likes to just do his own thing. But when it came to John Cena's last match, he was fucking sat for the entire duration, and he shared the like to a level. It was a very like good moment because it was like he was also like weird. He couldn't believe that John Cena lost. I couldn't believe that John Cena lost. And it was like he had never watched it before, but he was still like, how the hell is John Cena losing? And it was like that moment was like crazy cool to have, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why I didn't really watch the last match because I know, watching wrestling for fuck, I don't even know how long now, probably close to 20 years. I mean, with some gaps in between. But anytime there's a retirement match, the guy retiring is going to lose. Like, even if it's,
Shawn Michaels.
fucking Big Show versus Great Khali in 2005, loser retires. Yeah, the guy that's having like, whatever backstage heat or whatever contract disputes is going to lose. Usually they're going to come back, like that Big Show Great Khali match I just mentioned. Big Show was back in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
But I will say, I wish they wouldn't have had him tap out for his last match. I wish they would have. I
Kept it
wish they would have
perfect.
had Gunther pin him clean.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
have much preferred to keep his no, because that was like Cena's whole thing is never give up. And it's like him getting pinned I can accept. You know, he didn't give up, he just lost the match outright. Him getting him getting locked in a him getting locked in a fucking sleeper hold for like 3.5, 4 minutes straight. That was fucking stupid. And considering that his entire career was built on teaching kids, like just straight up teaching kids. Like he was like the Mr. Rogers of our generation, if we're really thinking about it. You didn't even have to watch wrestling and you understood that John Cena was a cool dude who's putting down good morals. So like for him to say
yeah.
never give up and then for Triple H's bitch ass to have him fucking tap in his last match, I think Triple H needs his own sledgehammer to the back of his fucking skull. Have it recalibrated, rebooted. Maybe he'll start working properly again. If it ever did.
Yeah, but I agree. Like that was his whole thing. Like never give up. So why have him give up unless it is like his own call to do that? As
Yeah.
if it's like him saying, I physically can't do this anymore. Like
But even then, it
maybe
isn't
it was
like a
like a
Ric
subliminal
Flair.
message, like, yeah.
Like Ric Flair, when we saw him quit WWE, he was like what, in his 60s? Like late 50s, early 60s? Like if they had him do that where he like taps
Yeah.
like physically I can't do this anymore. Like that's super understandable. But John Cena's like in his like late 40s. Like he's about the same age as fucking Lesnar.
I, I want to say Cena was 49 whenever he retired. Whenever Ric Flair retired from the WWE, the night he lost to Shawn Michaels, he was 64.
Completely different thing. Yeah, and even now Cena's 48.
And even then, Ric Flair didn't tap out
No, he just got fucking sweet chin music. It was then
multiple
honestly,
times.
well, yeah, but I will say that was the most. That was the most like I don't know that. That is why I wish we had Vince and fucking creative, because Cena deserved that. I love you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And then fucking sweet chin music off into the sunset. That's what Cena fucking deserved.
Yeah, it really should have been anybody other than Gunther for his last match. Like, honestly, like, look
I think
back at the early 2000s at his matches that he had with, like The Miz or CM Punk.
him and Lesnar would have been fucking insane, dude. Him and Lesnar for a retirement match. Or him and Punk. Fuck, him and Cody. Like there were so many good matchups that they could have put on the table for Cena in his retirement, and they just stuck him with Gunther. Even like I would have even been cool if they had Roman come back a little bit early and have like Cena's retirement be against Roman. Like I don't care for Roman. There aren't many ties between him and Cena, but that I just feel like that would have been a better matchup there.
Is it all right if we pause for a second?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my bad. I was just fucking throwing. I was just throwing the ball to you.
Oh, yeah. Cena and Reigns didn't really have too much of a past. They had like a quick little beef, and I want to say like 2016, whenever Vince was trying to make Roman the new face of the company. At that point, where they were trying to phase John Cena out the first time. That's about the only real beef they have.
Didn't
But
Cena beef with the Shield
like you
too?
said, not not too bad. Not that I can remember. I know he beefed. The biggest beef he really had there during the PG era was with Nexus, and he
Yeah,
buried them. In SummerSlam of 2020 or
20
2011.
beautiful SummerSlam. I remember that was one of the first, like, I got access to the WWE. This was back before we had anything else. What was the fucking sub service called? The
Fuck.
like the one you had to buy if you wanted to watch
The
WrestleMania.
WWE Network.
Yes. Yes, I
Oh,
paid for
pay per view.
it was W no, because if you got WWE Network, you got WrestleMania and all the pay-per-views. I paid for that shit as like a seventh grader, and one of the first things I watched on there was fucking SummerSlam 2011, and then I went back and I can't remember which pay-per-view it was, but Chicago, I think it was Chicago 2011, Cena versus Punk. To this day,
Money in
man,
the Bank.
Money in the Bank, yes, greatest match of my lifetime.
I'll it wasn't a title match or anything, but the one match I'll always remember was the one I went to in 2012 in Kansas City. It was a SmackDown taping in February, and about the only thing I really remember from it, besides Cody Rhodes just like completely burying somebody. I can't remember who, but he buried him in like 2 minutes. Then we also had a cage match between fucking Alberto Del Rio and Christian.
Oh shit.
I was a big Christian fan as a kid. So getting to see him win that cage match, it was really cool, and we were right there on the entrance ramp. And on the way back up, he gave me a high five on his way out the fucking building, and I thought that was the coolest fucking shit.
I'm still pissed about how the WWE did Christian in the long run, for how talented he is and technical he was as a wrestler. For him to, well, did he got like what, one world championship or none?
He had, if you want to count the ECW World Championship, he had 3 different title reigns, but they were all short.
I remember I think he had an IC reign, right?
Yeah, he had an intercontinental reign.
ECW,
Um,
and then a very short. It was the oh fuck, I can't remember the name of it.
it
The
was
old SmackDown belt.
it was fast. Yeah, it was the old World Heavyweight Championship. He won that in Fastlane. It was either Fastlane or No Limit in 2011 against Alberto Del Rio in a ladders match because Edge vacated the title because he had to retire because of his neck.
His
And he won
comeback.
it again.
Oh man,
And I want to say he won it again that November against Randy Orton.
shit. Dude, I let me tell you, man, fucking Edge. That is my guy right there. Fucking like growing up, seeing Edge, the rated R superstar on TV. Dude, his retirement, man, had me in damn near tears as a fucking child. Like
Yeah.
2011, I was 7 years old. I was damn near fucking crying whenever he said he couldn't wrestle anymore. And then whenever I was like, when did he come back? It was like 2018, 2019.
2019, I want to say.
Whenever he came back, dude, I remember I lost my fucking shit. Like I saw Twitter, like I wasn't even watching at the time. I remember I just opened Twitter and my top post on my feed was that Edge had returned to the WWE, and I like jumped out of my chair and started like cheering and shit.
Yeah, I remember whenever he came back, I decided I was just gonna watch that. He came back at the Royal Rumble that year, and I was just gonna watch for shits and grins. You know, we didn't really have much else to watch. I was like, oh, I'll just watch. I ain't gotta pay for it. It's on the WWE network. I'll just watch Royal Rumble. And whenever heard his music hit, I was like, there's no fucking way he's back. I thought he was dead.
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to light.
Everything has come to light in
Better
a
place
trance.
and a broken dream. Is that later in the song, or did I just fuck it up? It's been a while since I've listened.
You fucked it up.
What's that fucking band called, dude? It's like our
I
better.
I
I'm just gonna have to look up fucking Edge theme song straight up. I'm gonna get Spotify off the screen. I don't think YouTube likes that. Alter
shit. I tell you
Bridge.
what, a theme song. Yeah, that's right. But a
Yeah.
theme song in today's WWE that kind of has like a similar hit to it, like it's got the similar feel, is Cody Rhodes' entrance song, "Kingdom" by Downstraight, I want to say.
Oh, the whoa.
Oh yeah,
That's a hit. Dude, you know the one that was a sleeper? Like, I don't think people liked it nearly as much as I fucking did. Bobby Roode, whenever he was in the WWE, his fucking themes, the Victorious theme song, that shit was a fucking banger in my household.
I thought you were about to. I thought you were about to pop off with like the old Zack Ryder theme song.
No. The other one is to this day I'll still like whenever I'm driving to work usually I'll listen to fucking Cult of Personality. Big CM Punk guy. Or This Fire Burns. Oh, that kill switch engage goes fucking insane.
Now, as we're speaking of music and wrestling, did you know Chris Jericho has his own band?
What the fuck is the name of it?
Fozzy.
Yeah, he had a cruise, didn't he? Like a Fozzy cruise.
Yeah, yeah, he still does a Fozzy cruise.
Yeah, I remember that, and he has like wrestling events on the cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that because there towards the end of his career, he started leaning a lot more into his fucking rock band, more than just the Chris Jericho we all know and love.
Well, that's pretty much his whole personality now in AEW. I mean, granted, he hasn't been on television in about a year, but even his entrance song, you know, instead of being what it was, uh, it's his song Judas by Fozzy, and that song goes fucking hard if you haven't heard it.
I have not, but I gotta say, man, nothing to me will go harder than fucking Break the Walls Down. Or whatever the actual fucking name of that song is. Just hearing that
Yeah.
fucking that countdown followed by the break the walls down. That shit goes so crazy. Those old wrestling theme songs are on a fucking different level. All of them. Every last one of them.
Like the original Rey Mysterio entrance song by POD, not this new one that they have for him.
Is that the fucking Booyaka Booyaka 619?
Who's that jumping out the sky?
Yes.
Rey Mysterio.
Yes. That shit goes hard. If it lives in my mind, I know it went hard. or fucking Jeff Hardy's, dude. I'm going to that festival. I am going to that fucking festival, dude. That lineup is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I am going to
Like
go
he said,
Jeff
or
Hardy.
like I said, if he does not swanton bomb off of the fucking scaffolding, I don't want any part of it. He's got to hit a swanton bomb
It's
on the
Jeff
crowd.
Hardy, bro. Do you think it's Jeff Hardy? Do you really think that Jeff Hardy will not swanton bomb? It's in his. I don't. I feel like if you told him not to swanton bomb, he'd be required. I don't even know how to describe it. Like if he didn't, if you told him not to swanton bomb, he would feel like genetically urged to fucking swanton bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell him no, he's gonna want to do it more.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is
I
I get
imagine
Jeff
just
Hardy swanton bomb followed by emo music for like 8 hours straight, dude. Banging fucking day.
no, just during the emo music, like do it quarterly. Every 15 minutes, you got fucking Jeff Hardy doing a fucking swanton bomb during the emo music.
Dude, it'd be great. And I just hope that whenever he comes out for his performance, his theme song plays. That's all I could fucking ask for with that.
Now,
Um,
like,
oh shit,
just
my bad.
imagine though the like damage that Jeff and Matt had to do in their house as kids. Like looking at what they do as adults.
Even their kids, dude. Like, fucking, I follow Matt Hardy on, or it's Matt Hart. Yeah, I follow Matt Hardy's TikTok account that he has. It's either I follow it or I just get his fucking videos on my feed. I don't fucking know. But I'll get his videos and it'll be like Matt Hardy and he'll be like my kids need to stop watching wrestling. And it'll be like Matt Hardy's son trying to fucking trying to fucking jump off the top rope on him. I just realized
Have you heard of
oh, what's up?
have you heard about Mark Henry's daughter?
I have not. She going to the
So
women's
he was
WWE?
on not yet, but he was on a 6 feet under with the Undertaker and his wife a couple weeks ago, and he was saying his daughter is just like him at 15 or 16 years old. She is 150 pounds, 6'2", can bench fucking 350, and squat over 500 pounds, and she's a state champion in wrestling in high school.
That sounds like fucking dude. She shouldn't even go to WWE. I'm sorry. She should go to fucking UFC. That kind of talent,
Yeah.
that's getting fucking wasted if you go to WWE. That's fucking you're beating every woman in the fucking UFC with that type of talent.
Well, like just based off of that, she got his genes. Like, she's going to be just like him,
100%.
fucking bending steel fucking pans and shit.
Fucking lifting a car up. I just realized we're fucking 45 minutes into the pod. We barely discuss gambling at all.
Shit.
That's how you know this is a
Are we
good
slowly
pod.
turning into a wrestling podcast?
We're gonna incorporate. I'm sure we'll incorporate it going forward in
I
some
feel like we spent
capacity.
like a good half hour.
45 minutes, dog.
I mean, we just killed a good half hour just talking about fucking wrestling.
Dude, it's the shit. Like, I don't know. I hate on it whenever I don't enjoy, like, whenever the product is that I'm watching. Whenever I don't enjoy the product I'm watching, I'll say that WWE is the biggest load of bullshit ever. But whenever I'm enjoying the product I'm watching, I'll give respect to it. And right now, I'm to a degree. They've got me to tune in more here in the past 6 months than they have in the past 2 years. So I gotta give them some credit.
Yeah, but at the same point in time, they're also losing the people that watched for years and years and years
Yeah.
on some of the shit that they are doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wish I like that they have celebrities come in and then they have them lose. Like I enjoy that. I've always enjoyed that. It just feels like there's way too much focus on that going on in the WWE right now.
Yeah, like right now, there's a whole storyline about fucking Bad Bunny
Oh
coming
yeah,
in
cuz
and doing shit.
I forgot he's on the fucking or he's like one of those celebrities that's there with them.
Yeah.
They're gonna have him get butchered by Gunther or some shit. I'm calling it. They're gonna do some shit to just disrespect him because of the amount of people that were unhappy about him being involved at the Super Bowl.
Ah, hear me out. Here's my plan for him. Bring JBL back.
He's getting up. He's probably fucking Ric Flair age at this point, dude.
No, he's not that old.
Well, like when Flair retired is what I mean.
Let's see here. How old is he?
59. Damn.
Yeah, he can still do it.
He can get in there and wrestle one more match.
Yeah, you just gotta remember fucking JBL for who he was in 2004 whenever he was down at the fucking border being a fucking border agent and shit, kicking Mexicans back over to Mexico.
Dude, dude, I don't even know. I saw a TikTok like last year saying JBL is the only person I've ever seen throw any sort of strike with pure racism in their heart. And it was just like a montage of JBL hitting his clothesline on people. And he legitimately, like, every time he throws that shit, it's like he's just got pure fucking hatred in his heart for whoever he's throwing it on.
Oh yeah, watch any of his matches with fucking Eddie Guerrero or Chavo Guerrero or fuck, even Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, especially, dude. He fucking hated that little dude. I won't even. Dude, that shit was on national television in the early 2000s. I can't even say that shit on our podcast on YouTube in the year of our Lord 2026 without this fucker getting demonetized.
Yeah, like
Like
and
he hated Guerrero, but he fucking hated Mysterio.
and if you go back and watch, because 2004, that was the year that Kurt Angle was the general manager for SmackDown because he got thrown over the fucking ledge by Big Show. The only reason why he gave JBL the World Heavyweight Championship because he had to vacate it was because of his fucking promo that he shot at the border where he was kicking Mexicans out.
Fucking dude, just thinking of honestly, I feel like we could make like dude, honest, I don't even know, dude. I feel like we could make like separate episodes outside of the podcast in the work parking lot on break just talking about some random ass crazy fucking wrestling history that we just remembered out of nowhere. Like how we were talking
Oh yeah.
about, like how Rick, like how we fucking we were fucking throwing dirt in the dumpster, and we're just talking about Ric Flair punched himself in the head to prove he still had it. Fucking Wade Barrett getting like 50 fucking folding chairs dumped on him in TLC.
The
Fucking nuts.
Punjabi prison matches.
Dude, that concept in general, it always pisses me off because it's like, dude, like every time that they're in those matches, you know that like you go into it knowing that they're giving it to Mahal or they're giving it to Kali, even though it makes no sense how they're winning. Like I think Mahal's was against fucking Orton. Let me look
Yeah,
this up.
his was against Orton's. I want to say, Khali beat the Undertaker in his Punjabi match.
Let me look this up. It's the beauty of Google. The Great Kali Punjabi prison match. Batista.
Oh,
Oh no, he had multiple. He had one against so he had one against fucking Undertaker at the Great American Bash, and then he also had another one uh against fuck Batista. So you were right, and there was another one too.
yeah. I guess I just don't remember the Batista one because I remember the Undertaker one.
See, I'm the opposite. I remember I don't remember the Undertaker. See, my thing too is like I view the Undertaker as like God, you know? Like anytime I see the Undertaker, I'm like this is literal Christ. This man, he cannot lose. He cannot be beaten. He is just the best. That's how I view the Undertaker. So the idea of him losing in a Punjabi prison match to fucking Great Khali, don't remember that shit at all.
I think that's the only reason I really remember it because why else would the Undertaker lose to the Great Khali?
Imagine if it was a buried alive match or a casket
That's what
match.
they need. That's what they need to bring back. They need to bring back the casket matches. And while they're at it, they need to bring back the Inferno match.
They had a good one that they used. I think the last time they used it may have been. Well, I don't even know if it was the last time they used it. But like they had some. Oh, the fucking Ambrose Asylum match. Do you remember that?
Not really. I don't.
It was kind of like the Punjabi prison, but it was like Dean Ambrose, or better known as John Moxley. Uh, it was like a match themed after his character, where it was like a cage match with barbed wire, thumbtacks, all sorts of crazy shit. Um, it was him versus Chris Jericho. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was at WrestleMania. But fucking Jericho, the famous story is Jericho after the match was counting the amount of thumbtacks he had stuck in his back following the match. And keep in mind, this is like deep in the PG era. Like this match, it got like Jericho got in trouble because he was asked to do spots that would just inadvertently make him bleed. Like he was asked to take like a thumbtack spot, right? Where he takes like a shit ton of thumbtacks to the back. He was asked to take that, and then after the match, he got fined for bleeding from the thumbtacks. But the famous story is he was counting the thumbtacks that he took from Ambrose during the match, and it totaled out at 69, with him finding the last one right by his ball sack. Um,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, I would have been, that would have been bad. But That's the famous story with the match. It was just kind of like a stupid, like, no holds barred style match. Nothing really of importance, but it's just another one of those fucking gimmick matches that Punjabi Prison kind of reminded me of.
You bringing up thumbtacks reminds me of another guy for our CTE, our all CTE team,
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Yep. Yep.
Because if you've seen him in any interviews where he's talking about his health nowadays, he can't even sneeze wrong without giving himself a concussion.
What was he had a fucking show. I can't remember what it was called. It was one of those like WWE network shows that they did. It was like a reality show with him and his family. I remember I watched that whenever I was in middle school, and he was saying he. I remember him saying that, but it was a bunch of other shit too. Like I just remember like watching that and being like, "Holy shit, dude! This dude literally cannot move a muscle wrong, or his body just falls apart."
Yeah, and I mean, whenever you look at the matches he had, it's easy to understand why he is like that.
Oh,
Because he
100%,
was
dude.
doing shit that
Never will be seen
nobody
again.
would do. Like I doubt you could even go to like any indie show. Like I doubt even anybody in the fucking insane clown posse's fucking wrestling fucking promotion, whatever it's called. I doubt any of them would even do them.
Ironically, the person who is closest to doing Mick Foley stunts, they suck at them, but they're the most willing person I've seen to do them is fucking Shane McMahon. Like Shane
Yeah,
Mack, I'll see him get out. I'll see him get out there and fucking get a Hell in a Cell against. I don't even remember. Was it against Undertaker that year, or who the fuck was it against? Whoever I think it was against Undertaker, but it was WrestleMania 32, Dallas, Texas. Uh, I think it was him versus Taker in a Hell in a Cell, or whoever he faced in a Hell in a Cell. All I remember is he fucking literally running, jump, diving elbows off the top of the fucking cage onto the announcing table. And that was like the closest I've seen in my
I
lifetime to someone being able or like being willing to do like a Mick Foley level stunt.
I think that was Daniel Bryan.
Let me look this up. Wrestle. No, I think that was still when Brian. That was 32 was right before, or that was right before Brian did his comeback, because after 32 they did the draft between. They brought back the draft between Raw and SmackDown, and it was one of the they had Daniel Bryan be the GM for SmackDown.
So I don't think Shano. I don't
Yeah,
think he ever
it was him
went
and the
up
Under
against the Undertaker.
Yep, it was him. It was Shane Mack and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32 in a Hell in a Cell. Shane Mack dove.
Shit.
Shane Mack dove, literally running, jumped off the top of the fucking cage to hit a diving elbow onto Undertaker on the announcer table. Closest thing I've seen to Mick Foley stunt. But we've
I
got
hope we get a guy. I hope we get a guy that'll do that shit. Like if they weren't actively trying to bury him, I feel like this guy, Eli Dragunov, I feel like he would be a
Darby Allen.
good Darby Allen. That's true. We just gotta make sure that's him in the box first. I'm pretty sure it
Darby Allen in
is
WWE would go crazy.
because looking at it, Chris Jericho is still technically under contract with AEW since he hasn't made an appearance in like a year or so. His contract was supposed to end in 2025. Well, since he didn't make an appearance at all during 2025, his contract with AEW is still active.
Shit. So yeah, definitely not. I definitely feel like that's gonna be Darby Allen. I hope it is. That guy's fucking exciting.
Yeah, it's either that. It's either knowing Triple H, knowing Paul, what they're going is it's going to be fucking Seth Rollins in the box.
Has Rollins been out for that long?
Yeah, he had some injury. I can't remember what it was. It was either something with his leg or his rotator cuff, one of the two. But yeah, he's been out since October or November, sometime around in there.
That'd be a lame fucking countdown if that's who it was for.
Yeah.
Like I love Seth Rollins. Like he's probably one of my favorite like homegrown WWE talents in the past like however long. Mainly just because I love the curb stomp as a finisher. Which is he still doing that or they ban it again?
He's still doing that.
Good shit. That's my favorite finisher in the
They got
WWE.
they got Randy Orton punting people again too.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that the punt was back, dude. Fuck yeah. I'm
Yeah,
so,
the punt's back.
who was the first? Okay, do you know who was the first person after he came back that he hit the fucking punt against? Because that had to have been a fucking electric moment.
The one I remember. Fuck. For some reason, I want to say it was either Sami Zayn or fucking Braun Breaker.
Trying to see here. I'm having to go to fucking articles and shit. That's game lame. It says SummerSlam. This could be completely wrong, but it's him talking about how he got his punt kick unbanned, and it's saying that he has a matchup against McIntyre.
Yeah, he's punted McIntyre. I just can't remember the first one I watched since he started doing it again.
Yeah, I can't either.
But we are looking at a really good matchup Saturday in the Elimination Chamber because two of the guys that are in it is Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes.
They're gonna waste that somehow.
Well, if you think about it, it all ties back into Legacy back in 2007 and 2008
Oh, we
because
just need
Randy
is
Orton was.
we need Ted DiBiase Jr.
I think he's still in prison for a bit.
Who's the other guy? Just
It
fucking
was
beat.
uh
His face is
him,
there.
Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and DiBiase Jr.
Well, there was wasn't there? Am I tripping or was there a fourth guy?
I
Or am
think
I
you're thinking of Evolution.
that's the DiBiase group or DiBiase and Rhodes group, right? With Anderson.
No.
I got this fucking guy's face dug into my skull. Let me look this up. Gonna drive me insane if I don't figure this shit out.
Orton was really only a part of two factions. He was a part in Evolution in 2004 and 2005 with Ric Flair, Triple H, and Batista.
No, not them.
Then in 2007 or 2008, he started Legacy with fucking Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. I want to say they're managed or started by Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
But the whole thing about Legacy was they were all
What
sons
was
of former wrestlers. That's why they call themselves Legacies or
what was
Legacy.
what was the Curtis Axel faction?
I don't remember.
They were like jobbers, I want to say. Fucking Wikipedia. Shout out Wikipedia. Social outcast. Him, Heath Slater. Fucking. I don't even know that fucker's name. And, what was that guy's name? Bo?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah,
They call
those.
themselves the B team.
Yeah. Or the social outcasts as well. I remember that. That was the one I was thinking of. Or what was the other Nexus? That was the other one I was thinking of too. There, inadvertently.
Yeah.
Um, kind of fucking going off of the WWE just completely because I've realized we're we're so far into this pod and we haven't touched on gambling at all. Our viewers are gonna hate us. Um, I'm or looking over here. We don't really have too much to cover for this episode. We'll have another episode out. I'll probably schedule it after we fucking film it. I'll probably schedule it to release like Thursday morning at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Um, but I kind of wanted, I know we talked about going over some picks for like, I think you said fucking like, or I know we talked about college ball. Um, we want to cover NBA first because I think we have a short lineup here.
Um.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
Do
can go
we?
over NBA.
Yeah, we only got 5 matchups tomorrow. Good ones though, I will say that. Cause Shea should be back for
Yeah.
OKC.
Yeah. I'd say that OKC Detroit game. Go go AK go OKC.
Yeah.
They're dogs. Um. Have a have a fun little rant about Cade Cunningham if you got a minute.
I'll take Cade Cunningham. I'll take this. Let's hear it. Let's hear a rant about Cade Cunningham.
So Cade Cunningham, the quote unquote fucking great savior of the Motor City last night, goes out and misses 21 fucking shots. Went 5 for fucking 26 from the floor.
Jesus
You
Christ.
know, you haven't seen that. I haven't seen that many bricks since they fucking tore down the old Detroit Olympia. He's out there throwing things at the fucking rim that looked like he was shot putting a manhole cover. He finished 16 points with 26 shots, 2 of them being three-pointers. If I'm Bickerstaff, I'm not giving him a post-game Gatorade. I'm giving him a map to the closest fucking gym with a basketball court on it so he can practice. Wembanyama was standing out there like a giant fucking redwood tree, swatting everything into the third row of the crowd. And Cunningham just kept driving into him like a moth in the fucking Menards lighting section, thinking he could get something done. In the second quarter, got called for an offensive foul you know, like, oh well, you draw the foul. He starts throwing a fucking temper tantrum about it, throwing his arms in the air like he's trying to fucking fly a helicopter. Fucking, he's not in
Fucking.
a theatrical production.
Do you think Cade Cunningham was Kobe Bryant's helicopter pilot?
Fuck, I wish he was. And you know what? The announcers are saying he's having an MVP caliber season. He's averaging 10 assists. Like, yeah, sure, that's
It good.
cool. But last night he had more turnovers and technical fouls than he had actual fucking field goals. They're at the top. The Pistons are at the top of the East with this guy somehow, and they lost at home to a French kid that's 7'4" that looks like he was built in a goddamn laboratory.
What are we watching Wembanyama play? He doesn't even fucking move, dude. Like, I'll bet on Wembanyama and I'll be watching the game associated with the bet I placed on him. Dude, he'll be fucking standing at the rim. That's all he fucking does. He plants himself like a fucking tree in front of that rim. And he is so tall, he's blocking it, you know? But that's all he fucking does. Like, he'll randomly hit a three every now and then. Or he'll have a game where he randomly breaks out for like 4 fucking threes. But fuck, dude, Wembanyama, man. That's another one, man. Wembanyama is the definition of I bet on you, you fuck me. I don't bet on you, you go for 50.
That's why I just take his rebounds and assists and I put him for a 3-pointer every game. But fucking Cade Cunningham, call me fucking Ben Simmons because I don't play around with him. Like, I'd rather watch fucking Isaiah Thomas footage than watch that guy fucking play basketball. I'd rather
Dude,
watch old ass Lamar Ball play basketball than watch him play basketball.
dude, I think we should just I think you got it wrong, man. I think we should call you Ben Simmons because you just straight don't fucking play at all about him. You just
Yeah.
you don't give a shit, man. Fuck.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
No, dude, fucking Cade Cunningham, man. He's one of those guys too, like Wembanyama, where it's like I bet on you, you fuck me. I don't bet on you, you go for 50. But looking
Yeah.
looking ahead at these other games here, hear me out. Hear me out here. We've talked about the Kings and how they're just dog shit. But they're plus 610. They were plus 1120. I feel like the odds were too high there. People were like, "Oh yeah, this is the time they do it." I feel like plus 620 against the Rockets, man. I feel like this is, if not an upset, they're covering that fucking spread.
Well, the Kings won last time out, too.
Oh, they won last time?
Yeah.
So they fucked us all and then dude, I'm not taking them then. Fuck. They just won. I mean,
But
yeah,
they're plus 610 dogs.
it's so tempting.
I mean, it's the same story with Mizzou. I mean, look at their score right now. They're about to fucking win. You know what I had them at this morning as fucking underdogs?
Are they at home?
Yeah.
Probably like, dude, they probably like did them dirty, like plus 300 or something.
Let me see here. I had them at plus 176.
That's still fucking good odds on Mizzou.
I'm telling you, anytime Mizzou is a home underdog, bet on them motherfuckers.
Well, hear me out too, right? I'm looking at the last 5 games between these two. And obviously, Kings 4 losses followed by the win. They're shit whenever they get a win. They're lucky they got a win. But my thing is you look over at the Rockets on the stats. We got win loss, win loss, win. The most recent game was a win. Following that pattern, I think I'll take your plus 610 on the fucking Kings. I think the Rockets are gonna find a way to fuck this.
Oh, you think the Rockets are?
I think the Rockets are gonna find a way to fuck this up. And I think they're gonna blow it to the Kings, man.
Telling you, don't sleep on the Kings.
Okay, let me. Can I even see player points? No, I can't even see player points for this matchup. So you know it's bad. Like, looking over at OKC Detroit, we had fucking player points and shit for that available. We don't have that for Sacramento, fucking Houston.
Yeah.
Um, Nuggets. I feel pretty safe putting Nuggets money line. It.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that's if fucking Jokic and Jamal Murray both play, which I figure they will. Those two
You would
guys.
think they would.
Yeah, yeah. Especially Boston. Like, regardless of how Boston is doing this year, big name brand. And I also don't think did Jokic play last night or tonight? Whenever they fucking played last, I don't think
You
he
know, I don't
did.
remember.
I don't think he did. Or if he did, it was like his like I don't know. I like the Nuggets winning that one. I just figure Jokic is gonna play, and that's gonna just no chance for the fucking Celtics.
And that's turning into a rivalry game here over the past couple seasons. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up a little bit to see where it's at.
Oh yeah, that was the finals matchup in like 22-21, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Denver. Even if Jokic doesn't play and Murray plays, just just based off the atmosphere that arena is going to have, I'd feel confident taking Denver no matter what.
I agree with that. Um, Memphis at the Grizzlies. Looking at that one. Golden State not doing too hot. Grizzlies also not doing too hot. Uh, I think I'm gonna take
I
Grizzlies to
would
cover
take.
the spread.
I
What were you gonna
wouldn't
say?
even do that because John Morant. I'm pretty sure John Morant's still out. The Grizzlies have several guys out right now, so I would take Golden State just based off of who all's playing and who's not.
Hell yeah. The only reason I like looking at the stats, I just like Memphis to. Well, the line just changed. It just went from 2.5 to 3.5. Uh, yeah. Line's too close. Like, I like the 3 point, but at the same time, I still don't think that'll be like truly thinking about it. I don't think that'll be enough to make a difference in this matchup. I think I gotta just roll with
Yeah,
Golden State and fucking Curry.
yeah. What do you think for San Antonio and Toronto?
Let me see if I have fucking if we have player points. I like I I like San Antonio. I like San Antonio, but that line 275 is a bit fucking like it's a bit long for me to like it. Like not in like a plus but a minus way. I just minus 300 that or almost minus 300 that's unappealing to me. Uh I'd take I think I'm going to take Raptors to cover.
I could see it. Especially if for some reason, Wemby sits tomorrow because he usually has like one game a week or every 2 weeks where he doesn't play even though he's healthy.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably something to do with the knees. There's those tall guys, they have a lot of knee issues. So I could see them giving him, a day off tomorrow.
Even then,
And I
Toronto isn't
know,
horrible.
oh no, they're not. They still have every capability of winning. It's just they're going to have to get hot and stay hot, and not if Wemby is playing tomorrow, which I have a feeling he more than likely will be. They're going to have to figure out a way to handle him
Yeah,
because you
that's the
can't
main thing.
score without controlling Wemby.
Yeah, that's gonna be truly the main thing for him, and I feel like I really feel like with Wemby coming into form and playing a lot more than he did his rookie year, we're seeing we're seeing his true impact on the NBA, and we're seeing like the Spurs aren't necessarily a great team. Like fucking De'Aaron Fox and Stephen Castle, they're fucking good shooters. They're able to get the shots off to fucking like Wemby does all the defensive work for the team. He's able to get some points off on him or himself. But the true fucking MVPs of that team are Darren Fox and fucking Steven Castle because night in and night out, those guys are finding a way to get fucking threes out the ass to really hold the Spurs in contention. But let me see. Look at the fucking Raptors side of things here. Oh, there's only Spurs players available on that. Cool. Um, yes, they're like
And
odds
I
like Toronto
know
cover.
these past couple of days we've been getting that we didn't get one today, but we've been getting that instant 10 or instant 15, those like instant payouts here on FanDuel. If we get one tomorrow, do you see any teams that are jumping out at you to put that on?
I think Kings. I think Kings, even if they don't win it, if they're able to go up, gain like if they're able to gain a lead on the Spurs at some point in the game, I feel like they're able to gain at least a 10-point lead over the fucking Rockets at some point in the game, even if it isn't a win.
And if they're able to hold it close throughout the first quarter, he usually goes and sits right about the 4 minute mark into the first quarter, or 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and then he won't come back in till like halfway through the second.
Mm-hmm.
If they can keep it close until KD goes out, they could very easily do it because the Rockets without KD on the court
Not
are
good.
very lethargic on offense. They can't hardly do anything on defense. Yeah, they'll score, but it's going to be like in every other or every couple of trips down court that they're going to score. They're not going to score on every single trip like they would, say they have KD out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like KD, I've noticed like I never I won't ever really or I don't think I've ever really put money line bets on the Rockets to win games, but I've noticed the tendency with KD is that whenever he has a big game, like the one I remember is he had a game against the Clippers and I had him for I believe it was five threes and he fucking cleared it and hit like seven throughout the course of the game. Six, seven. He hit like six or seven fucking threes throughout the course of the game. And fucking Rockets ended up winning. But then I've also had him for 3 threes on other nights, and he'll finish with 2 threes, and the Rockets will lose by fucking 15 or 20. So I've kind of noticed that tendency where KD, whether it's fucking like we saw the KD files drop here lately, where he's pissed off with his teammates. He thinks I believe I don't want to misspeak and accidentally call someone a slur that isn't the right person, but I believe it was Jabari. Is it Jabari Thompson or Jabari Smith?
I think Jabari Smith.
Jabari Smith. Katie said that he was a retard, and he didn't even think that he could read. And we wouldn't be seeing those types of files come out from Kevin Durant unless dude was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I do like in that game. I like the Kings to go up at some point if we get the fucking early 10. That would be a good one. I'd probably put fucking 5 on it on myself, and I'm not one to do that kind of bet, but I would do that for the Kings game.
Yeah,
Um,
I could do it. I could see it for either the Kings game if you wanted a decent payout for it, or if you wanted the safe bet, I would even go with the Bucks.
yeah, I could see Bucks or Celtics even if you wanted a really safe bet.
Yeah, Celtics, Grizzlies have a chance to do it, but given injuries, I still wouldn't consider it like for sure shot.
If I'm taking
And
Toronto to cover at 7.5, that 10 at plus 225 is another one.
yeah,
Honestly, it feels like all of these matchups we're looking at tomorrow kind of have a chance at going up at some point in the game.
oh yeah, I know for sure. I'm definitely putting in just a straight underdog slip for tomorrow for the NBA because it looks like it could be a underdog upset kind of day.
And the Kings line just shifted. They were minus or they were plus 610. Whenever we started commentating on the podcast, and they're now it's plus 640.
Hmm. Wonder if he'll go up anymore by the morning.
There's a chance. Um, Only one we haven't touched on for tomorrow yet is Cleveland and Bucks. I know you touched on you like the Bucks to go up plus 10 at some point. Do you think they can cover the plus 8.5 spread?
I do. Honestly, I even think they have a chance of winning as they're going into Milwaukee. Cleveland's coming off a loss. I I could see Milwaukee just pulling straight upset here.
Oh yeah. I could see it too going into home territory. Same I feel like it's the same like regardless of how the crowd is on any given night, I feel like going into like the home territory of the other team definitely like plays a factor regardless. Uh I could see the Milwaukee upset. I'm gonna take a look here real quick. With Milwaukee to upset, it's $1 to win 4,196. With oh shit, let me fucking remove that. With them to cover, it's only $200. So I definitely think for the degen play, 1,000% just take Milwaukee to fucking uh take Milwaukee to win outright in our slip. If you want a safer but still degen pick because it's still fucking 200 times odds, them to cover as well. I think that's all the NBA we got for tomorrow. So we got OKC money line, Sacramento Kings money line, Nuggets money line, Golden State money line, Raptors plus 7.5 spread, and then depending on what you're feeling, Milwaukee to cover or Milwaukee to win outright. And that slip is a six
I'm gonna
leg.
go.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah,
I know you're taking the DGen pick all the way for the 4K. Personally, I think I'm gonna go with the safer pick, just because 8.5 is so wide. I feel like that's pretty safe at minus 110. Not too bad odds. Still fucking pretty good payout there. So I think that's what I'm gonna run there. Um, yeah. Anything else on NBA, Caleb?
I don't. I feel like we went over it pretty well, uh, in depth. Well, for what we could, anyways. There's just not a whole lot of games going for tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. We don't have a whole lot for tomorrow. Kind of a slow day on the NBA. Um, moving on to what I want to, or what I'm kind of really excited to cover. We have a good amount, or we have 8 NHL matchups tomorrow evening. Um, I'll just fucking gun through these picks real quick, and I'll try and get my reasoning behind them afterwards. I'm taking fucking Devils to win. Money line minus 114. Jack Hughes, regardless of if he plays, being around the team after having the golden goal in the Olympics for the first gold medal in 46 years. Shout out Team USA. You guys fucking kick ass. Um, I truly think that that'll motivate the team, especially at home. Coming off a break, all the guys will be fucking re energized. Give me Devils to win minus 114. Flyers at Caps. Flyers have kind of been having a rough year. Hasn't been the best for them. Fucking OV, he hasn't been having the best year himself, but he's had a long period of rest. And the Capitals are at home. They got some decent players themselves. Give me them to fucking yeah. Give me them to cover. Give me them or not cover. Give me them to win outright money line. Fucking minus 156. Uh, Maple Leafs, Lightning. We just saw Austin Matthews playing in the Olympics. If I'm being quite honest, love our USA guys. Austin Matthews is our fucking head captain. He did not have the best Olympics. I think he had a couple of goals, but he just did not have a great Olympics. Tampa Bay Lightning, I honest to God think they're like outside, like it's them and stars, them and the stars. Can't decide between the two, but those guys are my Stanley Cup favorites. I think I'm honest to God gonna take Tampa Bay minus 1.5. Uh, Seattle Kraken at Stars. You'll be excited for this. Guess what you can bring back tomorrow?
The Asian sensation ladder.
Hell yeah. Seattle Kraken at Dallas Stars. I don't know if we covered this on the pod or if we were just talking about this. At work. Our boy Jason Robertson, the Asian sensation. He had like a good 2 week break there because of the Olympics. He's been resting. He's been pissed off because he got snubbed from the U.S. team. fucking Stars minus. I don't want to take the -1.5. Those guys always fuck me. -164 on Stars money line. I want to take their -1.5, but they always fuck me every time I do that. Next matchup, Mammoth Avalanche at Utah. Just saw Nathan McKinnon at the Olympics, main player for the fucking Avalanche. He did pretty good at the Olympics. Had a pretty uh rough gold medal game to say the least. I don't know how the fuck you missed that wide open gold. I think I still like them to win. Their team has been fucking dominant. They have a good lineup. I think I'm gonna take them -1.5 in that matchup against Utah. Uh, Moving on, we got Vegas and Los Angeles Kings. Vegas has been Kings are favorited -1.5. Vegas has been a good team since their introduction into the league. I like them to cover the +1.5. That's a -215, but what fucking ever, dude. They're gonna do it. Fucking next matchup in Canada, Winnipeg at Vancouver. We just watched. Did you watch the State of the Union at all, or have you been watching it? It's going as we're recording, so I won't judge if you haven't watched it. But have you? Did you
I,
tune into that at all before we started?
all I've been seeing is the little updates that I've been getting from Fox News on my phone.
Connor Hellebuck, the Winnipeg Jets goalie, and the goalie for Team USA, he got presented the Presidential Medal of fucking Freedom tonight
Hell yeah.
for his fucking performance tonight. No one else on that team got. I don't think anyone else on that team got the fucking award. Only Hellebuck. He's gonna be riding fucking high, and he just had the performance of a lifetime, back-to-back fucking Vezina Award winner. Give me Winnipeg -1.5 at Vancouver. Hellebuck, if he plays, if he doesn't play, understandable. If he does play, if he doesn't play, understandable. I still think Winnipeg is going to be able to pull out a good, I think they'll be able to win by 2. But if Hellebuck plays, they don't stand a fucking chance. Let me tell you, they do not stand a fucking chance.
And if he does play, take the over on his saves.
I want to see if I can fucking pick on that.
Because for the Olympics, that hit for me by like halfway through the second period.
Yeah, I told you, man. I told you. Yeah, we don't have fucking saves, unfortunately, on here. It looks like doesn't look
Not
like
yet,
we.
at least.
Yeah, not yet. I'm gonna be hyped for fucking when we have that. Looks like none of the Olympic guys are playing. Uh, in this matchup. It's hard to tell because fucking roster hasn't been finalized. Like starting roster hasn't been finalized. I still like Winnipeg. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this matchup. I still like Winnipeg to fucking win the matchup. -1.5. Um, and then last matchup we got for hockey: Edmonton Oilers, Anaheim Ducks. I'm gonna just check more wagers. I can't see that yet. If McDavid plays, I like Edmonton to win. If McDavid doesn't play, give me Anaheim to cover the +1.5. I like Winnipeg to win outright. Or not Winnipeg, fucking Edmonton. I like them winning. Ah, it's at home. It's at home for Anaheim. This could flip flop depending on if Connor McDavid plays. If Connor McDavid plays, take Edmonton money line. If Connor McDavid doesn't play, take Anaheim Ducks money line. And that's my pick for that last matchup there. I'll have some more fucking.
All right.
I'll have some more shit whenever we can get on this podcast and I can see the San Jose Sharks. I have a full fucking rant planned out. They're just lucky that they
Oh
aren't here.
boy.
Fucking, let me tell you, man. I'm gonna save it for whenever we see these fuckers on the matchup sheet. But fucking Mac. Okay, well, I'll partially go into it because it partially. You have Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid, and Macklin Celebrini on the fucking ice for Team Canada against Connor Hellebuck, who is a notorious playoff choker. Like notorious, like big game moments, he's fucking letting up 4 goals. That's what Connor Hellebuck has been known for, going like in the past. You have McDavid, McKinnon, Celebrini on the fucking ice. The three of the best, like fucking Celebrini is across the league considered one of the fucking like most up and coming players, most potential. Like they consider him to be like the future of the NHL. McDavid currently like he can't win in big games, same as fucking Hellebuck, but at the same time he's considered one of the fucking like best uh players in the NHL currently. Same with McKinnon. You have those three fuckers on the ice, and you cannot get a goal against Connor Hellebuck. You just can't do it. Literally, the only reason that the game wasn't ended in fucking regular time, the only fucking reason was because one of our, literally because you guys missed a fucking shot wide open. Shout out McKinnon, you missed a fucking wide open goal to fucking score on Team USA and Hellebuck. You missed that shit. And then our fucking own offensive players having to stick their fucking sticks out in front of your shots to fucking block him for our goalie because he was facing the wrong way. And you guys still managed to fuck it up. Good job, Team Canada. Just fucking good job. You guys suck. You like they're saying Team USA is the future of hockey. Absolutely we are, because you guys are putting out shit. Like just like the fucking scam likely fucking no sir, no sir. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. This is not scam. This is Microsoft support. Just like those guys. That's all your fucking country is turning into. And your fucking hockey product, it's showing. It's showing that you guys can't compete anymore. Fucking, you guys need to get your shit together if you ever want to compete on the ice with Team USA again, dude. I swear to fucking God. Women's and men's. Ooh, fucking raw, man. We best hockey in the world. That's all I gotta say. Our fourth best sport as a country, and we're still the best in the world.
Hell yeah. You know, it'd be some real shit this summer.
If we won the World Cup,
Yeah, if we won the one sport that nobody in the United States cares about.
our fucking fifth. I mean, we'll all care about it. I mean, that's the one beauty that I've seen a lot of people talk about in terms of the Olympics. It's like, for example, right? You're a Packers fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. By fucking law, we're required to hate each other. But when it comes to fucking, like, when it comes to Team USA, we're on the same page. We're rooting for the same people. We're all cheering on the same cause. It's like, whenever our nation competes as a team, is the only time that the country truly comes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a hype for the World Cup. I'm gonna try and get my fucking I'm gonna try and get some tickets for fucking. I don't know who Messi is playing at fucking Arrowhead. All I know is Messi is playing at Arrowhead, and I've justified the purchase in my head because I think tickets right now are like $780. Last time I checked earlier, and it was like 780. And I saw that, and I was like, shit, man, this is a once in a lifetime event. They ain't never been to the States before. I'll do it.
Yeah, I've been debating it. I don't know. I might just wind up tailgating in the parking lot and watching on the Jumbotron.
Either way, man, it was just being in KC for the event, you know? Like I was in I was in Golden, it was the year of our Lord 2014 World Cup. I was in fucking what's the name? Buffalo Bill. I think it may just be called Buffalo Bill fucking Colorado. Or it's like there's some like shop on a mountain in Colorado that's named after Buffalo Bill. That's just like a weird fucking like antique taxidermy, all sorts of shit shop. And I was up on the mountain in 2014, just got my first fucking phone. And my aunt back in Texas, who was watching the World Cup, was texting me updates about the score because I was rooting for fucking Germany. And I got a message from my dad on top of the mountain for whatever reason in 2014. If you were right next to someone, text would send instantly. If you were fucking across the country on top of a mountain, that shit wasn't sending, period. Even if like you and the person you were talking to were on both on the mountain, it was sending. But the other way, I don't fucking know. But my dad convinced me that Argentina had scored in the 90 or in like the 89th minute to win the World Cup. And I was so fucking pressed because I took Germany or I was like I was pure Germany all the way. And like we had been in Colorado and we'd stopped at a couple of dive bars, and at every dive bar there were people from Germany, people from fucking Sweden, Switzerland rooting on their fucking nation. And they were getting rowdy like it was the national championship or the fucking Super Bowl, dude. Like it was a beautiful sight. The World Cup is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is whenever it comes to the World Cup, but every time it comes around, I find myself cheering for the Japanese.
That underdog, dog. You're rooting for the underdog. Personally, this year, I think I'm gonna root for fucking probably Germany again. I think I'll root for
I
Germany again.
think I think I'm going to root for the US just because it's one of those years where we have the Winter Olympics, the World Baseball Classic, and the FIFA World Cup all in the same year. The US team is already favorites to win the World Baseball Classic. So why not just go ahead and win that and then win the World Cup? So then we truly can be the best country in the world for all the sports.
I like the thinking. I think my two picks, uh, real quick, I'm gonna cover this so I don't fucking forget it. Recapping hockey picks for audio listeners: Anaheim Ducks money line, Winnipeg Jets puck line -1.5, Vegas Golden Knights +1.5 puck line, Avalanche -1.5 puck line, Stars money line. If you also want to tail it, what is the ladder? Is it three plus shots or is it just whatever's plus odds on the slip or on the day?
Uh it's 2 plus shots on goal and an anytime goal.
If you want to add that to the Stars leg of the parlay, more than welcome to. Uh, Lightning -1.5 against the Maple Leafs. Capitals money line and Devils money line. Uh, Moving on from that to our because we were talking about World Cup. I'm looking at it. My two ones I'm gonna go for U.S. at +4,000, and then Germany at +1,400.
Let me look at the odds here. I want to see what Japan's at. I want to see if I want to put any money on Japan.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good odds.
Oh God, there's a lot of countries in the World Cup. plus 6,600 for Japan. I think for my far underdog favorite that I'm going to root for, it's going to be Kosovo.
Well, it's gonna be Uzbekistan.
What the fuck is Suriname?
Fuck if I know, man. They're in there though.
Bosnia's fielding the team. North
Where's
Macedonia.
Bosnia? Where's fucking Bosnia? I'm taking back my Uzbekistan long shot.
Between Ghana and Tunisia.
Bosnia is my long shot. What the fuck was I looking for? There was something I saw, and it was like a upcoming soccer like. Oh fuck! It was like nations. Oh,
Okay, now this is some bullshit. They got Ukraine in the World Cup, but there's no Russia. There's Slovakia, and there's Croatia, but there's no Russia.
yeah. Did you see the Paralympics are gonna allow Russian athletes to compete, but the normal Olympics didn't.
Can we bet on the Paralympics?
If we can, that would be fucking awesome. I want to bet on some sled hockey. I will say I can't find it on here. Probably just hasn't been posted live yet, if I had to guess. Um, Ireland versus Israel, Group D in the fucking, I believe it's the Nations Cup, or what is it? Nations League. I'm hammering the Ireland over. Ireland is going to fucking, they're going to win outright, and then they're going to score like 5 goals in the process. Um, so World Cup guys, USA, Germany, Kosovo, and Bosnia. Kosovo and Bosnia obviously being the long shot picks. Fucking soccer. Uh, you want to cover tomorrow's NCAA basketball and probably just do our awards and wrap this up?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and cut it short for everybody. I looked through the games and I put together two different slips. One's a 5-legger and one's a 3-legger. But just from what I was looking at, there's 3 games that I feel really, really confident in taking the underdog. And then there's 2 more that I'm kind of iffy on, but I still put them in a slip anyways.
That's what I like to hear. Throw it our way.
So for the 3-legger, and these 3 are still going to be in that 5-legger as well. I have so first game we're going to go over is Butler at Villanova. That's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. If you look at the records, Butler is 15-13, and Villanova is 21-6. Villanova lost their last game while Butler's won their last two. I feel like Butler's going to ride the momentum going into Villanova, and they're going to walk out with the win, even though they're plus 440 underdogs. So I got them on the money line. Then if we go down to the 7 o'clock slate to South Florida at Rice, I took the Rice money line at plus 550.
Those are good odds.
And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Caleb, South Florida is 18-8, while Rice is 9-16. Well, South Florida's got to go into Rice,
They gotta go
and
into Texas.
they're at the point now. They're leagues above what Rice is at. You know, like no matter what, South Florida's going to finish above Rice. They're going to finish one of the better records in that conference. They're not going to give a shit about this game. So Rice, they're going to wind up. It's going to wind up being a close game, but they're going to wind up pulling it off thanks to some home court advantage, with some fouls going their way that maybe shouldn't be called.
I like the thought process on that one.
Then for the next game on this three-legger that we're going to go over, we're going to go down to the 8 o'clock slip, or to the 8 o'clock slate. And we got Ohio State going into Iowa. And both of these teams on paper, they're really similar. It's just I feel like Ohio State's going to be a little bit better going down this final stretch of the season.
I like that, but hear me out. We've established on previous episodes the proximity between the fucking Iowa Hawkeye basketball arena and the fucking Kinnick Stadium and the Children's Hospital. I am not willing to bet against Iowa at home. I'll give Ohio on my end. I'll add Ohio State money line for the slip, for slip's sake. But personally, me, I can't see Iowa fucking losing at home. On the road, 100%. At home, those fucking cancer children, they're playing too much of a part.
And then that three-legger, I just put 50 cents on it. The payout on it's going to be $58.79. And then adding to that three-legger, I have two more games. We're going to go back up to the 6 o'clock slate. The Maryland at Nebraska.
You like the Maryland
And
money
this is
line?
where this is where you're going to say that I have completely lost my mind. But I am liking a Nebraska upset at home in Lincoln. And I feel like Maryland can do it.
Those odds are just so fucking crazy. I'll
We got
tail.
another crazy one after that.
Are we going to Evansville at Belmont?
Not that crazy. We're going back up to 5 o'clock. We're going to go to Citadel at Furman.
You got Citadel taking the dub on this one.
I do.
All right. Throw that on the
And
slip
once
there.
again, it's one of those games where even though Citadel sucks ass this year, I'm really liking a Furman upset at home.
I could,
And
I could definitely see it as well. Just the way that these late fucking season games have been rolling out here lately.
and then on that 5-legger, I have 50 cents to pay out $9,736.
I got $1 to pay out 19,471. You know, for our viewers here on that one, we got so let me start here, or let me rephrase. We got a three-legger here with Butler, Rice, and Ohio State at plus 440, plus 550, and plus 235 respectively. That three-legger, that puts your payout for our viewers at $116.59 off of $1. And then if we go in here and we add these two, where's the other one? There we are. We go ahead and make it a five-legger here with the other two picks of Butler money line and Maryland money line. And that'll put our payout total at $1 to equal $19,407 or $19,471.08. And then
So either way, whichever one you take, you're not going to wind up doing too bad.
yeah, if you take any of those picks and any of them, like if you take all those picks and even one of them hit, you make your money back from the rest of them, at the very least.
Yeah.
Um, moving on, NASCAR. Want to recap that real quick? We can award our awards as well with this segment. Fucking Tyler Reddick with 2311 gets another race win. Michael Jackson responds to the controversy about Reddick's, I believe it was Reddick's kid, responds to the controversy saying, he had ice in his shirt. I was trying to get it out. Oh, and he had it in his pants too. I was just trying to get it out.
Yeah, I'm not buying that because if you ever watched a NASCAR celebration, when are they dumping, you know, something with
Never,
ice
yeah.
over somebody?
I mean, granted, like champagne and shit, like it's served on ice. Like whenever you get a bottle of it, it's gonna be on ice. But fucking
Still,
or
you don't see them dumping
yeah,
that bucket of ice.
exactly, yeah. You don't see them dumping that anywhere. I truly just don't know. Like I don't know. Is he dead? Like let me fucking my bad. I just had like a fucking brain moment where my brain randomly just thought I was in that fucking cat game. I was like, holy shit, is this enemy dead? So this fucking like this one turn is over. Fuck, that was a bad one. Holy shit. 1 second. Yeah, we don't fucking see anyone. We don't see anyone dumping ice in fucking victory lane. My bad, I got sidetracked there, viewers. We don't see anyone fucking dumping ice on victory lane. We see champagne on ice getting fucking splattered all over everyone, but there's no ice involved in the fucking spraying of champagne outside of the bucket it comes in. That's all there is to it. Uh, MJ, if you weren't on that island, man, you very likely were trying to get on there. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
And I will say it is kind of raising a little suspicion to me. We kind of talked about it real shortly at work today, but I think it's kind of funny how before this lawsuit, 2311 only had one win under their belt. And here, as soon as this lawsuit's over with, they've come out of the gate and they won the first two races so far this year.
Yeah, I feel like they did the like you told me earlier today. I feel like they did the NASCAR equivalent of tanking. I feel like they truly just kind of threw away their past two seasons to get a dub here or get the season rolling away.
Yeah, and I mean they haven't really changed much either. I mean, they've kept basically the same drivers, they've kept basically the same pit crews. So you can't say they've gotten better because they went out and got new drivers. Tyler Reddick's been with them since they started 2311, it was him and Bubba Wallace getting it started.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that that would have anything to do with it, I I I highly disagree with you there. If you just say it's based on them getting different drivers, because they clearly haven't. It's got to be something else that they're doing. They got to be doing something in the shop with those cars or something.
Yeah, I just wonder what it is. I wonder if we're gonna start seeing allegations like we did with fucking I can't remember what season that was. It may have been 2014. It was either 2013, 2014. I remember seeing a lot of allegations about Jimmy Johnson fucking cheating on his car, cheating and modifying that shit illegally.
Yeah, which that's always been a factor in NASCAR. Like, I can't remember who it was, but whenever they started initiating or well mandating roll cages in cars to save weight, he went to the hardware store and bought lumber and made a roll cage out of lumber to save weight.
Shit. That's fucking that's a smart strategy. I can't argue with that honestly.
Then there's the classic oversized fuel line trick that a lot of teams use. They'll use a bigger diameter fuel line than what they're supposed to use because they can cram like an extra 5 gallons into that fuel line alone. So that'll buy them like an extra 2 laps around the track, 3 laps around the track, depending on the track.
Shit, yeah, that's a good fucking I mean, that's a good fucking like fuck, what's the term? Like that's a good amount of fucking difference in terms of fucking gas consumption. Like 2 to 3 laps may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but to those NASCAR drivers, every fucking lap counts. So the extra three
Yeah, and
laps,
especially in today's races where it's all, fuel consumption based. Like you'll see them running flat out at 190 from time to time. And you go back, a couple laps later after the commercial break, and even the leaders running like 172, 174 just to try and stretch that fuel out.
yeah, just it's that's I don't know. I've never enjoyed that sort of. I've never like I don't know. NASCAR is just a finicky sport. It always has been and always will be. I'll never disrespect it as a sport, but there's just so many fucking different variables, whether it be their fucking like their fuel consumption, the amount of fuel that they fucking have when it comes to the end of the race, their tires. So many different factors. There's so many more or so much more likely to fail than that in any other sport. It's just it truly it truly just becomes a guessing game. Like a true guessing game, honestly.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, the drivers play some role into it. But at the end of the day, like it all just based off of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like driver skill plays a role into it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more logistical anymore than straight up like skill based.
Yeah, it feels like a whole lot more information being relayed from the fucking pit team than there used to be. A lot more like F1
Yeah,
than it used to be.
yeah, because now you got guys that like they know how their car runs on a certain track, so they like their tire pressures, They like each tire a certain pressure. Like some guys on, say, Daytona, they'll run the left side tires, or not the left side, they'll run the right side tires aired up more than the left side tires because it'll help them bank into those corners a little bit harder and help them carry a little bit more speed. But then you'll have guys that are completely flip-flopped because they feel like they have more control over the car going into the corners.
Yeah, 100% agree. Um, kind of going in, who you got for? I got my pick for our Rasheed Rice Driver of the Week award. I don't have one. I mean, Henry Ruggs Driver of the Week award. I feel like it's just got to go to fucking Reddick again.
Yeah, it's got to. I mean, anytime you win a race, I mean you're the best guy of the week. Like unless you get a guy that started at the very back of the pack to start the race at 38th and he moves all the way up to fourth, I don't see anything else that would really qualify you
Or like a
for
like a late lap or like a late race, like say a guy is leading like 90% of the race and then right at the very end of the race somebody fucking takes him out. I think I'd consider that our Henry Ruggs Driver of the Week as well.
yeah. And real quick, not trying to detour too much, but I just took a glance at the UCF and BYU score. Do you care to take a guess at what that score's at halftime? Keep in mind BYU is ranked 19th.
If my fucking mouse will work with me here. Hold on. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeBonza, he ain't. I guess he ain't all that. God, they literally like damn near. I think literally damn near doubled their fucking score, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, they almost took off by 30 on them in the first half.
Yeah, BYU's losing that game. If they don't, I'll buy my
Yeah.
words. But
But yeah, going back to what we were saying with the Rasheed Rice Driver of the Week award, I'm torn between two picks. Um First off, of course, we got LaMelo Ball fucking getting into a wreck again. Uh, what was it? Wednesday or Thursday last week?
yeah. It was mid last week. I want to say he just downtown Charlotte got into a crash, and then it kind of just got dropped that he had been doing that repeatedly for his entire time in the city.
And then my second pick for it, we can determine after this, but my second option for it would be Vince McMahon.
He get in a car crash this week?
You didn't see that?
I did not.
Up in Connecticut, running from the police at 120 miles an hour, didn't see a car in front of him and ran straight into it in his Bentley,
Oh my lord.
and then proceeded to keep driving.
Fucking McMahon.
He blamed it on the car, but
Yeah, I don't buy that for a second. I think for my awards here, Rasheed Rice, Driver of the Week, I definitely got to agree with you on LaMelo Ball. The amount of fucking stories I've heard from Charlotte locals talking about how they fear for their life going through downtown, just knowing that LaMelo Ball is driving in the area. He's got to be like a lock for this week's award, despite not being in NASCAR. Um, but then my personal pick outside of LaMelo Ball is Bubba Wallace. You're leading at lap 262 out of 267. I hop in the shower. I hop out of the shower. And you finish in fucking eighth. I don't know how in 5 laps you managed to drop 7 fucking spots on the leaderboard. But I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. Because I'm gonna keep doing a ladder on you, where I place a bet on you every week until it hits. Um, but yeah, you sucked, man. You truly sucked, and you're my Rasheed Rice driver of the week outside of LaMelo Ball. If it weren't for LaMelo Ball, you would have won the award. Oh shit. Kachug. All right. Um. Yeah, I just when it comes to these racing awards, Henry Ruggs driver of the week. My pick is also got to be Reddick. I'm starting to dislike him a lot just because of how he's fucking bending over backwards for MJ, despite MJ's clear advances towards his child. Um, but you win the race, you're pretty much a lock for fucking Henry Ruggs driver of the week award. So
Yeah.
back to back week, shout out Tyler Reddick on that. You got
And
our
and I'd say
oh,
for owner of the week too, we pretty much just gotta go back to MJ with
MJ.
that one.
Yeah, just got to go back to fucking. We start the award and we have a back to back winner with MJ. Fucking starts off by doing that shit and then back to back winner with the horrible excuse as to why he did it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out this year.
Oh, it truly will. I doubt he'll serve any consequences because of any of it. I just, I doubt it. Um,
Oh, who knows? Maybe he'll get a 3-year quote unquote retirement like he did from the NBA. And
Dude,
instead of going to play minor league baseball this time, he'll go and manage minor league baseball.
no, he'll manage fucking youth baseball. That's what he'll do. He'll buy a youth baseball team and he'll act like, or he'll treat that shit serious. Spank them all in the ass and shit. Um, but looking to our other award that we run, do you have a Internet Explorer game of the week?
I do. And this week, because spring training is here and among us, we're taking it from the hardwood to the diamond this week. And we're going with the New York Mets versus the Houston Astros at Tradition Field in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And the Astros pulled off the win over the Mets 3-1. Andy Petite got the start for Houston, threw 5 scoreless innings, only gave up 1 hit. Although the Mets didn't get the win, Brian Bannister for him did take the loss. Uh, Lance Berkman had a very disciplined day. He went 0 for 0 with 4 walks and an RBI.
Ooh, sounds like a pretty good stat line.
Then Brad Lidge for the Astros also picked up the save in the ninth.
Shit, pretty good fucking game. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's amazing that they left that pitcher out there for 5 innings during spring training, especially this early into it. Like I know Matt Quintrero, he only likes throwing his starter for about an inning and a half, 2 innings. Then everyone out of the bullpen from there on out's just an inning guy.
I mean, shit. Look at that.
So
What game was it that we had where was it? It was the Royals game, wasn't it? Where they had a fucking unsigned or a non-roster invite playing pitcher for him today during spring training, and they just or yesterday, and they just completely fucking blew it.
they didn't have a pitcher, but they had a outfielder. Then outfielder that blew it for them.
Uh, And then kind of we haven't. I mean, tailing off the Olympic gold medal game. Timelines are interesting. I got an internet sport game of the week or game of the day as well for this episode. We got Finland versus Russia in Turin, Italy in 2006 at the Winter Olympics. We saw Finland win 4-0 against the fucking Russians. Fucking shut them out, shut them down, no chance. Fucking 14 minutes into the game, Ville Peltonen, he got a fucking goal in the first period. Tony Lidman, second period, opened up scoring there. Saku Koivu, late in the, not really late, like 7 minutes left in the second, scored a goal. Third period, Oli Jokinen, 10 minutes left in the game, scored to make it 4-0 Swit or 4-0 Finland. Story of this game definitely has got to be the amount of fucking Russian penalties we saw on the board. First period, Russia had 3 fucking penalties that led to power plays. One in the second, which, I mean, Finland scored the most in the second, but in terms of power play and fucking penalties, it was the most even. Third period, all the penalties were by the Russians. All 4 of the penalties in the third were by the Russians. Really did not help out their case there in the Olympics. Um, Anything else that you can think of for this episode tonight, Caleb?
Um, Not that I can think of. Like you said, we'll be back tomorrow, so we'll be able to go a bit more in depth on some of the stuff. We'll have to try and not go on a wrestling sidetrack for pretty much an hour.
Yeah, if we
But
didn't talk about WWE, this would have been like an hour and 20-minute pod.
yeah, we kind of got away from it there, but that's the nature of the podcast.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But yeah, like Caleb said, we'll be back tomorrow for you or with you guys. Going a lot more in depth. Have hopefully a lot more NBA, NHL, NCAA. We'll have fucking baseball out the wazoo for you guys with spring training.
We
We'll,
got UFC this weekend too, don't we?
yes, we do. We gotta. This one is this one. I don't think will be as like it'll be in depth. Obviously, I mean, I think kind of want to make that the nature of the game with our pod in terms of UFC. So it'll definitely be like in depth to a degree, but the matchups here are a lot less notable than the one we saw previously, to where or like this last fight night, to where like even though it's a good fucking matchup or like a good like I don't even know how to describe it. It's a good pay-per-view or a good fight night, but it just doesn't have the name grab and like the level of matchups. Like it's a lot of fucking freebies in this pay-per-view, if I could put it that way. A lot of
Well,
freebie matchups.
weren't we like? Didn't we only miss like 2 or 3 off of our main podcast picks for this last fight night?
Let me go to my bets. Settled. Uh so for main card, we missed on Jeff Neal and Hernandez. And then for our prelims we didn't do as good. We missed I'd put it at 4 picks on the prelims. And we got a how the fight would end wrong on there as well. But I mean, not too bad. I mean, honest to God, we kind of did a good job. Like we got Sergey Spivak as the upset. We correctly got that. We got fucking Soriano. Whenever we did the pod, he was a underdog. And then we also fucking Levitt at the plus 320. So we had a pretty, I'd say we had a pretty decent night on UFC, even if we didn't win on money. Our picks were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll be back. I think it's Moreno versus Kavanaugh, Vera versus Martinez. I can't remember who the other featured fight is here. Oh yeah, Quinones versus Matino. Or no, that's the prelims. My bad. Oh, Zohuber versus Green. That'll be a fun one. I definitely have some takes about that fight. A lot of Mexicans on this one as well. A lot of Mexicans. But
All right.
we'll be here to break that or break this card down for you guys tomorrow night. Uh, make sure to give us a like, subscribe. Any support counts from you guys. We value it all. Make sure to send us your slips if you hit on anything, even if it isn't related to any of our picks. We love to see them. I've been Alex. He's been Caleb. Caleb, any closing words, real quick?
Uh, yeah, just make sure you like the pod, share it with your friends if any of them need any betting advice or picks, or if you just want to laugh at us, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's all we could really ask for. We just need people to lend us their ears.
Absolutely. Your ears are more important to us than any other part of you guys. So if you could just give us your ears, that means the world. Uh, but we will be back tomorrow with UFC, a lot more picks. Uh, we'll try not to get sidetracked for an hour on WWE tomorrow, but no promises. Uh, yeah, just make sure to keep tuning in. We'll provide for you guys. Uh, I've been Alex. He's Caleb. Thank you for tuning in to the Midwest Degenerates podcast, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep, we'll see you.